Hey guys, here we are taking our sweet boy up the hill here. You can see from the back here a little bit more of his hoof situation. His right hind and his front left are obviously the two worst ones. So Todd and I are going to work really hard on getting this cleaned up until our farrier gets here, and go from there. Alright guys, so here we are. We've just kind of given him the day to settle in. I wanted to see how he was going to do and eat and all of that good stuff. So right now what we're doing is just cleaning out his hoof until the farrier can come and go from there. So here he is. He's so sweet. We're going to measure him up today. He looked extremely massive yesterday, and now he looks a little bit smaller for some reason. I don't know why, but he's still really, really big. He's a sweet, sweet boy. We're gonna work on getting all of this stuff off of his feet and just what little bit of farrier knowledge we know. Using that for the time being to get him comfortable. But as you can see, he's pretty underweight. He does have this growth right here. It's about the size of my hand. I've got a pretty good sized hand, honestly. He's got one back here as well. But they do feel really loose and fluid filled. I'll be calling Monday. I'll be calling to get into the vet to do a full checkup, and we're gonna take him in for that as soon as they can get us in. But here's our sweet boy. We're really excited he's here. We're a little perplexed on what to do exactly, but Todd's working on getting some of this hoof, all this extra hoof and wall cut off on it. As you can see, it's extremely thick, extremely hard to do. We're just gonna take off a little bit at a time. It's a process. We'll just have to nip a little bit away at a time to try to clean it up. The great thing is he is standing very sweet and he is gentle. I know a lot of times with draft horses you run into an issue where they will not stand for you, and sometimes you even have to have like shoeing stocks, but thankfully that is not the case with our gentle giant here. All right, next little video. I'm gonna have to do these in little short parts because there's a lot going on here and I can't just video all at once. Kiddos are everywhere, all over the place. We got a stud horse acting like a stud. We're trying to keep him away from all the mares. We just got little kids and big kids. Well, all my kids are little kids everywhere here while we're working with our boy. We're gonna start working on figuring out a name for him, but here's another part of the video. So you can see here where Todd is just working on getting the hoof wall down. It's just so overgrown and it's really a mess. So we can't hold his leg up too long, so he does a little bit at a time and then sets it down and lets him rest for a minute. This is really bad stuff, guys. We really need your prayers, a lot of prayers. We're gonna have to have God's miracle on this one. It is extremely, extremely infected. So we will get him on some antibiotics as well and go from there. but we haven't even attempted to look at this foot yet. And you can see how bad it is from just this angle.
Can you say God bless? Sure will good.
All right, again, this is just a series of videos that I'm gonna have to compile together. Todd was able to get this piece of very hard stop stick up out of the frog area. I know that's kind of close here. Can't really see it too well. And then the other thing we found up in his hoof is a nail. You can see it is rusted. It's been there quite some time. The whole end of it, it's actually rusted to a point where it's cracked in the middle. But here it is. We're starting to, Todd's just slowly working on that overgrown hoof wall. And we're not taking away too much. We're just gonna take away a little. His foot is extremely infected. I'm not sure if this big guy's ever gonna be sound again, but we're praying. We're praying and hoping. The smell of this is extremely foul, but he's got, it's separated all the way up into here. Not quite that far, but like right there. It's separated all the way up to here. So another little quick piece. We're now working on his right hind just a little bit. We're just kind of assessing and seeing what we've got here. Again, his hooves are so long. The hoof wall is outrageous. It's like a deep hole in there. Like we don't even know where his frog is on this one yet.
This is his frog right here.
Yeah, okay, there's his frog. It's really bad. I mean, this is extreme neglect here. I cannot get over it. Yeah, this one's full of thrush too. So we've got a product called Copper Tops, which is pretty common. A lot of people are using it for thrush, and that's what we're going to be using on him for now. Again, this is all just home stuff that we're doing. We will get him checked by a vet as soon as we can get into a vet. That's a little bit hard to do in that part of the world, in the neck of the woods, seems like. Alright guys, so we're back at it today. Todd is working on his rear foot. You can see the damage that has been done here. He is split all the way up to his coronary band. Todd is just trying to take his time and get some of this chip off, or whatever this is, this big huge chunk. It's pretty rough. We've been calling around. It's Sunday, so we're not having a lot of luck, but we've been calling around trying to get a farrier set up, or a corrective farrier set up. But we do have our normal guy coming tomorrow. He is good. I just don't know if this is going to be in his scope of practice. So he's going to come and do a few other horses and take a look at this guy for us, and then we're going to make a full decision. We're going to keep on keeping on, but for now we're going to get his feet trimmed up as best as we can. The problem is on this rear left leg, we can't work on it because of the right leg hurting him so bad. He can't put a lot of pressure on there any amount of time. So we tried to work on this front right hoof, but again, because this left hoof is hurting him so badly, he couldn't stand very long. We're gonna keep trying though, guys. Todd did work on his left front. We at least got some of it cleaned up. I mean, I think he took probably at least 4 inches off of this hoof last night. Got it standing up a little bit more, and we're just trying to get it to where he's just not in unbearable pain. We have started him on some pain medicine to help with this, and he has had some antibiotics, but we're going to do another antibiotic today, a different kind. So it's called Exceed, and it's pretty commonly used in this area by a lot of people, and that's what was recommended by one veterinarian that we did get a hold of this weekend. So as you guys can see, we're just making do with whatever we have. We keep some horseshoe and tools around just for emergency purposes. My dad is actually really good at it, but he's not here today. But Todd is working really hard to just at least get his feet kind of brought in and collected up a little at a time. I know this looks pretty tough, but we're being really careful, making sure not to take too much off at a time. We're having to use a chair because we don't have a stand, and we figured the chair was kind of nice for him because his frogs are very sore and infected. Let me see if I can find it. You can see here, this is actually the frog of his foot. This is huge. We cut all that off. It was hanging, some of that, some of this. I mean, here's my hand. I have a large women's size hand, so you can see the pieces that we've been taking off. They are really huge and laying around or hanging down on his hoof. Alright, so what we did is we're trying to go off of the 2 hooves that don't look quite as bad, and we're trying to match up the 2 hooves that are the absolute worst. So what we're doing is Todd marked it out. As you can see, there's a line. Show him the line there, Todd, real quick. See that line? We took a Sharpie and we marked the hoof to help give us a guideline of how far back we can get the toe. Again, we're going off of this hoof, which seems to be a little less
we're leaving them extra
harm.
long.
Yeah, we're leaving them still long, and that way our farrier can work with it, but at least this long ruling part will be done. I don't know if you guys can see from this angle, Todd's been working on the toe, or part of the heel also, but there is this entire gash, which, you know, I would say likely he's gonna have a broken coffin bone. We aren't gonna mess with this, obviously, but we're hoping we can find someone that can help us fix and maybe pack that in and go from there. Again, we're not farriers, but we know a bad hoof when we see one, and this one's pretty bad. So Todd's about to pull his leg out back, behind him here, lift his leg up back behind him, and you'll be able to see from this angle where we cut back the frog, and this is how his hoof looks with a little bit of work on it. We're going to get all of that out of there and off of there. I mean, these are big, huge, like divots and holes, and it's just a mess. Alright guys, so here's a quick update. I mean, this boy has been amazing all day, or all afternoon. We've been working on him now. I believe it's been about 2.5 hours. Todd's been working on him pretty much non-stop. It's just taking a really long time. Unfortunately, our knives aren't overly sharp. And again, this just isn't something we do on a regular, but here's his foot. You can take it off the chair there, Todd. He's been so gentle and so nice. We don't have a proper stand, farrier stand or whatever, and so we've been using a chair. But here's some improvement here. He has been able to, as you could just see over there on his left side, he's been able to shift some weight. See, he's coming off of it and shifting weight. And now he's back over here. But
sole was grown plumb out past the end of his hoof, and
yeah, so as his sole was out past the hoof hole, and but you know, we still have this whole situation over here to deal with. But we're gonna leave that for our farrier. We haven't been touching this one yet. We were able to get some big pointy knobby stuff off of this one. And then we took some more out of the inside of this one off of the sole, because again, the sole is so thick. Todd, you want to pick this one up for me over here? It's so thick and it's so long that he's standing. Yeah.
this is all sole right here.
It's super, super long. It was sticking out past all of the hoof wall. And we're getting ready to Dawn dish soap this, clean it up really, really good, spray it down, cool it off with the water hose, and use our copper tox in it. So we want to tell you guys thank you so much for being with us and watching us through this journey. But if you feel it on your heart to donate, we would greatly appreciate it. I've had some troubles with my Amazon link, but I think I've got it, Amazon wish list link, but I think I've got it figured out. So I'm gonna back up here and zoom out. Oh no, I'm not gonna turn it that way because I forgot. Here he is, our sweet boy. Okay, and I had a suggestion to turn my camera landscape, so I'm doing that right now to show you him. We have officially named our boy. The family agreed on, we voted, and Todd actually, he never wants to show his face in the camera. Say hi, Todd, turn around. Hello. He come up with the name, and we thought this was really cool. We assumed that this horse probably spent a lot of time in the fields and working hard, and we have chose the name Boaz. So everyone meet Boaz. Hey, Boaz. Todd, you want to untie him and we'll take him for a little walk? And just remember, guys, he's in a lot of pain, so we're doing our best. We have been giving him, we did give him some pain medication, anti-inflammatory to help him. We're going to continue to work through that. I did a sand test on him where I measured the amount of sand in his poo, and that did not look too bad. You can see he's got a little giddy up there here. I know this sounds crazy, but he is actually walking a little bit better than he was. He's still walking with a good limp, but we're using the copper tox, we're using pain and anti-inflammatory medication. We're giving him a joint supplement already. I noticed that he does have some joints that like to snap, crackle, pop. But here's our Boaz. Stay tuned for more. We're excited. I'm gonna get his legs all cleaned up again here. I've already cleaned him once today, but I'll clean his hooves one more time, and we're gonna treat him with Copper Talks. Thanks, guys. We really appreciate all of the comments, all of the views, all the support. If you feel it upon your heart to donate, I do have a Venmo account set up for our rescue, and I also have an Amazon wish list. So whatever, any amount, all the amount, anything actually is so helpful. But even just a thumbs up, a heart, a prayer, the prayers are working. Todd and I are, we're hopeful. We're really hopeful, and I know most of you are too. But here's Boaz. We hope you guys have a wonderful evening, and God bless. All right, guys, so we took the water hose, cleaned it all up. Now we're using the Copper Talks. We're just gonna let it sit there to help clear up all of this thrush. We're hoping that by clearing that up, of course, it allows us to him to have just a more pain-free hoof, that his body can fight this infection. And we're gonna go ahead and treat all 4 hooves tonight with this, just a little dab, focusing on the 2 really bad ones, but having it all over, or for all of them, I should say, every hoof. So this has been a huge accomplishment. We were not able to get him to lift this leg for us up until just recently, after Todd did some work on the opposite side, on his right rear. All right, buddy. Come on, Boaz. Lift it up. Pick it up.
Your foot. Come on, buddy.
Come on, buddy. We know. Yeah, sometimes we just have to kind of get him to take a little step and get repositioned, and then we can get it. That one's probably the one that has the least amount of issues, so yeah, let's go ahead and just treat this one over here. Baby steps, but we have lifted the foot twice, and he lifted it twice for me while I was cleaning him, so cool stuff. Here's this one. Slide in here and get all this hair out of the way. You can see. That's a lot. That's really enough. Let me see your bottle. Can you get his foot up a little bit more?
That's about all I can do without hurting him.
It's not squirting up in there.
Don't get that on your fingers, you probably won't be able to get it.
No. It's okay. And then we're gonna get this other one right over here.
There you go. Good job.
Yeah, again, this is another really good accomplishment. Just a dab, just a dab. He wasn't able to stand on that front left at all for any amount of time. So today he's been able to stand here enough for us to do a little bit of work on that hoof. And anyway, so we feel like we've made some improvements today. Pretty excited. One more try. Come on, bud. Come on, lift it up. Pick it up. There you go. Now just set it back down. That'll work. I just can't keep it from touching it. Okay, well that concludes my videos of today. I have one more thing to add. We did measure him. I don't have a weight or a scale machine, so we measured him. He is just barely under 17 hands, so call him 16.3 or 17 hands, either way, but I'm calling him 17. I'm just gonna give him that little extra. And he weighs about 1,140 pounds, so he's significantly underweight. But hi, Boaz. Say hi. You see that he's pretty relaxed and easygoing. But could be his pain medicine too. He could be feeling good. Well, I'm gonna compile all my videos over yesterday and today and give you guys an update for the night. So thanks again. Talk to you soon. Bye.